Good morning, everyone. We will begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing paradise on this earth. Let us pray together. The Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka amagara ni kamzumarimasu. Kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite. Sumemi oya kamui sanagi no mikoto. Tsukushi no gimuka no tachihana no odo no ahaki harani. Misogi harai kamo utoki ni narimaseru. Harai dono o kamitachi moro moro no magagoto tsumi kegare o. Harai tamae kiyome tamae tomao sukoto no yoshi o. Amatsu-kami kunitsu-kami yaoyorozu no kami tachi tomo ni ame no uchi koma no mimi furitatete kikoshimese to kashikomi mo maozu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki wae tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki wae tamae. Oshie mi oya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki wae tamae. Oshie mi oya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki wae tamae. Kum nagara tamachi haemase. Kum nagara tamachi haemase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei. não concluído. Let us now listen to the teachings of Meishu-sama. Excuse me. Turning to God. I have no torch, nor power, nor staff to lean upon. How then can I walk this path of life? I must rely on God. I have been illuminated by the divine light of God. I once wandered the world of doubt, but I am now blessed with deep understanding. All the blessings I have experienced are so very great. There are no words to fully express my gratitude to God. To have perfect trust in God is the advice I always give to our members. One cannot overemphasize the importance of placing our faith in God implicitly and refraining from worry. This may sound simple and easy to put into practice, but it is not as easy as it appears. I too used to be concerned when I found myself in a dilemma. In spite of my best effort to place my trust in God, feelings of uneasiness or misgiving sometimes came into my mind. In our materialistic world, it is almost impossible to be completely free from anxiety. However, there is a great difference for those who have faith in God. When they are faced with problems or difficulties, they become aware of the spiritual meanings underlying these events far more easily than others do, and this makes it much easier for them to endure adversities. There's a faith experience from Fernanda Ward from Texas. Fernanda became a Johrei member July 1994, and over the years, she has had many experiences with our practices of faith. One of the most impactful occurred recently, and it strengthened her belief in the power of Johrei. In the region she lives in Dallas, she leads Johrei gatherings, and she would like to share an episode that happened with a neighbor whom she had admired from afar during the pandemic for her active and vibrant lifestyle. The neighbor had moved away, but 2 years later, Fernanda saw her again on the street with her dog. She looked unrecognizably frail and thin. When Fernanda approached her and immediately sensed that something was wrong, she confided in Fernanda that she had been struggling with deep depression for a while and had moved back to see if her mental health would improve. However, despite of what she hoped would happen, she still felt lost. At that moment, Fernanda felt a calling and offered to channel her Johrei. She hesitated, and Fernanda invited her to the Johrei gathering on the following Saturday. 4 days later, before parting, departing, Fernanda invited her to receive Johrei right away on the chairs in front of her house, right across the street. She hesitated, but then suddenly said, "You know what? Let's do it now. Let's cross the street." As Fernanda channeled her Johrei, she sat quietly, eyes closed, completely still. When the session was over, she said, "Whoa, thank you. That was very relaxing." Fernanda explained to her that the more Johrei she received, the better she would feel. Fernanda also told her that she could come receive Johrei anytime. She thanked her again, and they parted ways. The next day, she texted Fernanda saying she was feeling better. Fernanda invited her again, and she accepted. By Friday, she joined the gathering where she received Johrei from both Fernanda and another Johrei member. On Saturday, she attended the group-sponsored event at the park where nearly 20 people were present. The neighbor received Johrei from several members for about 2 hours. The following Monday, Fernanda saw her walking with a friend smiling. Over the next weeks, she continued receiving Johrei. A couple of months later, the neighbor sent Fernanda a heartfelt text message. Thank you for everything. I feel like myself again. I have reduced my medications and feel almost normal. I tried everything for 2 years, and in 2 months, I feel so much better. I am forever grateful. Today, she's completely transformed. Her health is restored, her energy back, and even her dog, who had also looked unwell, had regained its vitality. This experience was a profound confirmation of the power of Johrei. Fernanda learned to pay attention, to be present, and to recognize when she has an opportunity to give Johrei and to witness its power in other lives. These experiences strengthened Fernanda's desire to help those in need. I'd like to thank you very much for attending this morning service and to pray together for our ancestors, pray for our loved ones, pray for our family and friends, and for those we know are going through hardships and very strong purifications. We also ask you to continue praying for world peace and for those who are suffering still with natural disasters. And this brings to a conclusion this morning's service. Thank you everyone for joining us, and we wish you a very blessed day.